Do, do, do. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, what's up, Win? Oh, great. The fucking Russian bots are back. How great is that, huh? Had a nice few months without you. Hey, what's up, Franz? No, not the moose. Hey, what's up, Allison? Hey, I got Jazzy Jeff's live stream going on right now. Always worth listening to. I actually give him money every year, but you can listen to free on YouTube when he streams live, like he is right now. The magnificent lunch break. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's been a long time just finding the right brushes that kind of achieve the look I'm going for, you know? Like comparing them to real brushes and trying to find that right look, you know, and then what just feels right to draw with. So like when people go, "Hey man, what are your brushes?" I'm like, "Well, they're these. They're Kyle's brushes, you know." But like it's hard for me to say that any of those brushes would feel the same. You know, even if they achieve the look, people might go, "Oh, that's a cool look. I'd like to achieve that." Maybe it just doesn't look right. It's super complicated. Like, but yeah, I got a takedown on the fucking brushes like 2 weeks ago, so I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking deal with this," you know. So, uh, it's just no point. I hate it because it's, you know, people ask me, you know, "Oh, can I get the brushes?" I'm like, "I'd love to, man. I fucking don't give two shits about it, but you know, I hate it when it seems like I'm hiding brushes from folks." But I was telling a guy, I'm like, "Look, dude," because he was trying it. He's like, "I'm not getting the same." I'm like, "It probably doesn't feel right to you, you know." Even if it looks right when I'm doing it, maybe when you're doing it in your head, it don't look right. It's so finicky, you know. Been using cover like which ones, and then even then, like I modify all the time, you know. Some of them aren't. Some brushes aren't Kyle's brushes. I don't know where the fuck I got them. Like some of them are just been in my. I put brushes in there years ago that I come back never used. I'm like, oh, that makes sense now. Like so, it's so weird. Just like for me, like it's like I want that texture of like real pens and brushes, and like I did a version of this where everything was being painted, and like it was just hard to see everything. So then I just like yesterday, it's like I deleted it and kept the background and started over and then started fucking doing this, like the cell thing. Change my brushes. Hey bro, can you help me for my project? I don't know, help you how? So like an ad design project for watch design. All right. Okay. What am I supposed to do, Sarov? Am I supposed to do your homework? Uh, see where you're going with this, buddy. Let's see where you're going. Let me do that and finish my yeah. Right, 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 right. And then pay off your student loans too. All right. All right, I'll get on it. India, we don't have student loans here. Oh, that's right. Don't worry, they're coming for you. So get your degree now before they do. Anywhere there's a place to make money and rip people off, they will eventually show up, you know? Yeah, before COVID, my wife went to New Delhi, so that was fun. What do you need, bud? What do you need? I'm I'm in suspense. Yeah, I wanted to go, but I had work at the time. I was working on Crash 4, so I just couldn't leave. It was a bummer. Do I have to deposit money into some? Do I have to go to Target and get a gift card? What? DM me? Nah, it's never happening, buddy. I sense a go get a pay and send me money and then I don't know, man. I don't know what you're trying to go with here, bud. Try not to be skeptical. I'm busy, bro. I'm not DMing folks for help that they need. It's just not happening. I'm a busy guy. I gotta go read Twitter and play with my dog. Very busy. Yeah, it's never gonna happen. Just check out my site and then re-log into Facebook so I can get your login accounts and then I can just jack all your shit. So I don't know, man. I'm real skeptical right now. You can't just ask. You want help and you want me to DM you. Like that makes no sense, bud. Nice try. Nice try. I'm not a smart man, but I don't think I'm gullible. All right, I'm at Target right now. I'm getting the gift card. I don't mean to be rude, bro, but like you're asking weird questions, dude. I don't know if that's what I want to use for that color, but I should get the fucking big colors down first before I start doing all that, right? This is Photoshop. I want to do. Then do it. You can do it. Oh, cool. Hey, what's up, Dre? Hey, oh, make some art. Always a good, always a good call. Never done giant blob monster before, so just bear with me while I figure out how to. I don't think it's hard. It's just figuring out. Um, like I said, I tried doing a fully painted version, but it just wasn't popping the way I wanted it to. It looked pretty, but yeah, it was up frozen. It's not quite giving me what I want. Do you always color your outlines? Do I always? No. I wish I had one fucking way of doing something. I kind of just look at what I'm trying to do for the piece, you know. And I'll be doing more of it probably just because, you know, that painted cell stuff against a painted background just pops, right? So the problem with like picking a set like way to do things is that, you know, you end up working for publishers who go, I don't like it. Looks like a cartoon. And I'm like, why'd you hire me? And so like, you know, shit to change. So in this case, I just do whatever the fuck I want. So I like the look, you know. It's a little tedious. It's a little tedious for the, you know, the end result is kind of basic, but I do think it looks cool. So yeah, as I'm getting a little older, I'm just like, that's how I do things now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really want to do that, so I'm not gonna do it anymore. Like, you know, there's definitely more. Over the years, I've been more amenable, amenable. Is that the word? For giving, cooperative, whatever that, whatever the phrase is. Yeah, I think that's working. Yeah, I think that's working. So that's like a blend there. And then I just need to figure out I want a third step in there. Used to worry about more cartoon. Yeah, I've never was worried. It's just that fucking publishers are fucking assholes. Like, like they look at the cartoon thing and then they go, "Well, let's see, Rob. We can put you on fucking Skylanders or Richie Rich." And it's like, all right, man. You know. But fans don't care. Fans are like, "Looks cool. I'd buy it." Like, so. Plus, I just want to get shit done. You know what I mean? Like, just tired of fucking like second guessing every stupid thing I do. Because will they approve? Will they not approve? Like, who cares? Do I think it's cool? That I don't know how much work you've done professionally, but that's the biggest fault working with folks is you're always looking for like approval, and then did you get it? It's kind of hard to give yourself the okay. Who's approving? I'm not. Yeah, we're just. I can't go back in the conversation. In this case, I'm approving. All right, so that's probably not yellow enough. I have to imagine them working as an artist publisher company as a drain. Some of the love. I mean, unless you're one of those artists who just has like a fucking look everyone loves you for, you know what I mean? Even then, like I've worked with those artists like um, I don't want to say names because I don't want people running around asking them questions, but very popular artists. Even they, when they're under, when you're under a microscope, when you're trying to get work done, publishers don't really care how popular are. They'll just be like, well, we don't think that works. And it's like, why would you argue with that dude? Like, or that girl? Like, why would you argue with that artist? Like, they know what the fuck they're doing. But it happens. It happens a lot. With game publishers, man, like, the thing that was driving me nuts, especially I worked for Blizzard for about 4 or 5 months before I was like, yeah, no. And like, the biggest problem I had with them was like they were like, get rid of the lines. Looks like a drawing. Needs to look like a 3D model. And I'm like, I just want to draw, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like so they want painters. They don't want people who draw because painting looks more, realistic. And then I was just like, I gotta find some other fucking thing to do. Like I started questioning every line I ever drew. I can't have this line. I can't have that line. I can't. And I was like, who the fuck cares, man? No one told Bill Waters how to fucking draw. I'm not doing it. You know? Yeah, 100%, bro. You know, this would not fly at all. But it took me months to like get my head straight on it because like it fucked me up, you know? Like it fucked me up a little bit. And I've brought it up to other artists on the projects and they were like, "Well, sorry you felt that." I mean, like I don't yeah. You got to figure out what you want and then mitigate that with whatever project is, but like I don't know, I'm kind of good at drawing, so like maybe I'll just stick to that. Well, it would be for Hearthstone now, but man, it took a while to get more inclusive on art. As I was working, action balls getting rid of my lines. If it's working for you, great. But like, if it's working for me, just don't fucking tell me what. I think I'm pretty good at like judging what works for Rob. You know, like, but that's how they are, man. That's how they are. They get that way. All right. Let's try. Sometimes it works, but I'm just not up for it anymore. Yeah. It's crazy because they would tell me 3D modelers like, well, it's just easy for them to model from. And then if you talk to 3D modelers, like if we could just see the lines with flat color, it'd be really nice. Like it would make life way easier for them. So I don't believe that's true either. I just think what it is, man, you know, they just want they just want shit to look like the final product before it's final. That's it. You know? And it's a bit of a shame. I like iteration. You know, like if you get the idea across, they can make it. You know. 11:05. Another 30 minutes before I gotta get ready for the podcast. Yeah, that's starting to work. I think simple but complex. That's looks simple, but it's complex. That's the key to like. If I mean, I always put fun on what I do. Simple but complex probably accurately describes what I do artistically. Like you go, oh, that's simple, I can do it, and then you go do it. You're like, that shit's way harder than I thought it was. I'm not only making, I'm not the only change that I'm. It's not the only change I'm making. I'm trying to increase my range to see some others afterwards. Garbage bill kids. Not really. You need to be like an airbrush artist for that, dude. Yeah. Was my favorite thing in 1986, 87. Garbage Pail Kids. 1986. That was my big Garbage Pail Kids year. What is the name of the podcast? Oh, it's a Star Wars podcast. MakingStarWars.com or the Making Star Wars podcast on YouTube. We'll be doing it on YouTube. I do with a guy named Jason Ward, who's been a Star Wars insider for about 20 years now, man. And so, if you want to know spoilers, that's the place. Like, he's got the real info, not the made up shit. If you don't, come back and watch the shows after shit comes out, and you can compare notes. It's fun. We keep it fun, man. You know, we keep it fun, super informed. Deceptively simple. Yeah. I think that's a fair. this would be bone. That would be bone. That would be a. That would be bone. Bone saw is ready. That's strong enough of a contrast. Cool part is, as I figure out what colors I want to trap lines with, then I can just save them. You know. Do I do comics as well? Not currently. Every time I go to work on a comic, dude, fucking, I got writers that never turn in scripts or publishers that don't publish my artwork, man. You know? It's like I was working with a major publisher on a comic they hit me up to do. And in January, I was ready to go. Drew a bunch of shit for him, set it up, no script. Major publisher, still no script. Still no script, man. And it's just like when people ask me why don't you do comics, I'm like, because this is a fucking colossal waste of my fucking time. That's what it is. You know, like so fucking stupid. So angry, man. It's just like I just want to draw, man. What is this waiting for script shit? How long I gotta wait? You know, it happens time, and then they ghost you and shit. Then they come. It's just like if I didn't check, I still check in with the publisher. That editor's never once hit me up to let me know what's going on. So it's just like, well, then what was the point? Like I had two story meetings, Zoom calls. You know, I was even like I did a bunch of shit just to show them what I would do to get everyone excited, and then like nothing, man. You know, and then it's just like, why don't you just tell me you don't want to do it? You know, then I can move on with my life. What is going on? You know, I don't know, man. You know, I don't get. Is this current and below? It is current and below, right? All right. People just think illustrators have time to waste. Yeah, well, dude, I don't want to throw these people under the bus, you know, but like, so then it's like, Rob, why don't you do your own comic? I'm like, oh, I got tons of shit to do, but here's the problem. I would do my own fucking comic. Like, it's just like on my own without any real like promotion or push from a publisher or anything. I'm looking at about 100 to 200 people tops will ever read or purchase anything I do. Like, that's it. That's the realities. So it's like, how much effort for 200 fucking followers? I do not know. You know? What would be the point of it? Like, would it be cool? Yeah, but like, you know, that's why I was like, well, if I get a big publisher, then hey, then it's like, I'm not up for that, you know? Like, I've thought a lot about it. I keep going back and forth, but it's like, it's still 200 fucking dudes, man. No, we're not, Jesus. Besides, not the incident wise. Yeah. So it's just like, all right, man, you know? I mean, I'd like to do more than just a cover or a pinup and stuff, but like, there has to be like, I have to know people are going to see it, man. You know what I mean? I have to know people are going to see it. Like, more than 200 people, you know? Listen, Rob, you're gonna be halfway through the book and they're just gonna tell you, remove your lines. Yeah, literally. Hard to bank. I never bank on being viral. None of my shit goes viral. Nothing. Ever. You know? So I just bank on like having a set, like an audience of 1,000 to 5,000 people. That's worth doing something for. It's still minor, but I get it. I'm just not gonna. It's not gonna do it, man. It's fucking 80 hours. It is full time work. That's why people keep doing shit poorer and poorer. They go, well, I'll just do like stick figure comics, or I'll do fucking nude comics. Or they'll do anything that gets around doing the real work. I'd like to do real kick ass shit, but you know, I thought this would be the one. This project, I can't talk about. I thought this was the thing, but who knows? I mean, they might get back to me in like fucking 6 months and be like, "Hey, we're ready to go now." But whatever. I feel what you're saying. Comics, like it's a lot of fucking effort for nothing, you know. So yeah, for 3 months to reach 100 people. Like, think about it. Like, how deflating is that? Like, you know what? I'd just rather draw a color pencil Spider-Man and get fucking 5,000 views. I mean, and then sell maybe 100, 200 sketchbooks every other year, I guess, or art books, not sketchbooks, art books every other year. Fine, like whatever. I don't know. I'm all for pushing boundaries, but I gotta, you know, have an audience, something to build from. And it's not gonna come from working from the big two. They don't. The work demands that they demand is like, oh, you can fucking just bust out a fucking 700 fucking pages, just use 3D models and whatever trick you can do to get the work done overnight. So this is not like what I'm doing here, man. Like getting all this shit set up. It's not that long, but even then, you get this fucking kickback where it's like, you know, we need it by Saturday so it can sit on our hard drive for a week. Yeah, I went through this with a video game publisher recently, like last year, with the on a game where they're like, we have to have everything in by September, and they wanted to do a bunch of new cutscenes. So like, well, can you do them in time? And I'm like, this game doesn't ship for like almost another year. Why does everything have to be turned in September? Well, that's when we hit the milestones. I'm like, but the game doesn't ship for another year. So I can get all this shit done, but I would need till January. And they were like, well, then we got to hire someone else to do it. And it's like, all right, man. Um, okay. So they hired someone else to do the cutscenes. None of that shit got done till fucking like February or March of the following year. So like they didn't need it. I was like, so what's up with that? And they're like, yeah, well, and like, so it's like I could have just done it, you know, myself. What is? I don't understand this, man. I don't get it. I think I'm not. I can't say nothing, man. I love those guys, but there's just it's a thing. If you're wondering why some of the art don't look the same, then that's why. I don't cause no one no trouble, my friend. I love everyone. But it's just like I told you shit wouldn't be. But it's just well, that's the way. I'm like, I hear you, but okay, you know, okay. All you can say is okay. I'll go do some other shit. You know, it was hard, man. Between stuff like that and the Blizzard shit, like it was like I hit a little point last year where I was like, even this past year, right? So over the last 12 months, where I was like, what is this all for? What am I doing this for? Like, where's the fun? Remember when it was fun? So it's why you've seen like a lot of change in my art, because I'm like, I'm gonna keep this shit fun for Rob, like. But I had to go and figure out what that was, what that meant for me. What does that mean? So what I'm probably gonna do, man, is if this fucking project that I was telling you about is a no go, then like I'm probably gonna do a comic thing, but it will literally just be like a one off, thing. Like, because it has to be like 22 pages of material, you know, cool art, and like I'm thinking now I might print it like as a newspaper, do like a newspaper size thing, so you can get it real big and shit, you know. Because 22 pages, of material, plus or minus, maybe I add 10 pages here if I want to. Like, but 22 pages of material is something I can get my head around, you know? And just do it as a 22-page newspaper comic, Be like, there, I shipped you your newspaper. It's big, big ass fucking shit. Because, like, I just don't see, I just don't see a fucking reality in which I'm like, please buy my little floppy book so I can have extra. I'm not going to conventions. I'm not going to conventions. I'm not going to sell this shit, to sell the extra copies. I'm not going to Boom Studios to hope they republish my work. It's like, you know, do one thing. If people like it, maybe I'll do another. Maybe I'll do something else. Like, you know. But I spent like years trying to find the right thing to do, right? The right formula. Like, is it a book? Maybe I could put the whole story in something. Then I'm like, man, people just like it when I draw shit. So why the fuck am I over stressing this stuff, They just want to see me draw stuff. Like half the time people buy this, they're not even going to read it. I wish they would, but half people won't. They just buy it to look at the art. So I'm grateful for that, but can't spend fucking, 6 months trying to make the world's greatest fucking thing, and then for what, right? I don't know about all you're getting way out there with that, buddy. Getting way out there with that. It's funny though. It was like I had an animation studio hit me up to do something on a cartoon. And I was like, "Oh, that looks cool." And then I look at the job and it's like picking colors for like characters and props. It's called a color designer, but all you do is be like, "Yeah, the character shirt is blue. The prop is purple." And I'm like, "Is that a good use of my time?" Like I get cool project, it looked nifty on the resume, but like I think that would make me a worse artist. I don't know what Four Souls is. Did you know that Salvatore's least variant character of Driz Salvatore's? R.A. Salvatore? I don't follow. I know R.A. Salvatore from a Star Wars book, right? Don't I? Is that where I know? I know the name. I'm not familiar with his work. Binding of Isaac. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, is what it is, Is what it is. Is what it is. Oh, there you go. Well, that guy's got bigger cachet, right? Good for him. I gotta figure out like 3-step slime bubble acid thing is trippy. Center, mid, outer. So I know what the fuck I'm looking at. Skeleton. Meant to be. Appreciate it. So, bubbles. So yeah, I had to turn it down. I was like, this doesn't match up with my work goals. I was like, what are your work goals? I don't. Not color picking things. Yeah, I know that much. It's a it's a job, you know. It's good work. I get it, you know. Okay, I do not like that. I just think the years from now will be the same thing. I don't even know. You know what, man? I've already attended Comic Con. I'm from San Diego, so I've already attended Comic Con as a professional with the giant booth, the whole bit when I was at Play Magazine. So I don't think that'll be the case at all. It's too many people. Too many people. Yeah, I would just do the shit for fun, my friend. You know, if you can't afford it, don't. Like, seriously. It's gonna be like that, is it? Ah, so tedious, this thing. Never gotta figure out how I want to do that. All right, it's 11:30, folks. I gotta go get prepped for this podcast. We're gonna do it in 30 minutes. Peace. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it.